Look at us, little mortal. Forced to accept the word of a blind old seer. Imprisoned and driven mad in Mehrunes Dagon's blood pit. If Elegion is to be believed, we'll find Sister Saldina and the Riven Cataclysm at the summit.
What do you know about the summit?
I have heard of the location. A barren peak scoured by winds that flay flesh from bone. A good place to build a secret retreat, provided the walls can withstand the constant winds. Sister Saldina has taken great care to hide the Riven Cataclysm.
Well, I assume you have a plan then.
Always. With Rincaius and his blade bearers beside us, we will fight our way to the Riven Cataclysm. When I have seen what I need to, you can destroy the device. Meet us at the base of an Islark summit, provided you want to be part of this.
I don't really want to be a part of this, but I should be part of this. So yeah, I'll go.
Grab the Daedrat and prepare yourself. The dangers of an Islark summit are enough to make even a Dremora pause. I assume we will have to deal with both Knockfrost's forces and the Order of the Waking Flame along the way.
By the way, I never told you who the Daedrat is, did I? Well, what if Sister Saldina has already created an army of incarnates? What are you gonna do then?
That seems unlikely. If Saldina already had such an army, she would deploy it at once. Remember, she is eager to conquer Fargrave and earn Prince Dagon's favor. Still, I do not think we have much time before that changes.
When the incarnates are practically madness, how can she control them?
The incarnates we encountered were indeed mindless engines of destruction. The Dremora within no longer thinks. All it knows is power and rage. Sister Saldina directs these living weapons for now. But Valkanaz Knockfrost wants this power too.
So why are the Daedra volunteering to become incarnates? I'm guessing they're not.
Volunteer? The very thought is repugnant. Do you not understand how we value what makes us who we are? To surrender to such a process is to be destroyed. The essence survives, but the mind, the purpose, gone forever. Do you imagine they had a choice?
So if we destroy the catalyst, won't they just make another one?
Possibly. But each time we delay the waking flame, we make it less likely that Elegion's mad vision becomes a reality. Although it might have been for the best if you had removed Elegion while you were in the blood pit.
Well, I kind of, to be honest, I kind of wanted to. But the Anchorite was there, so we kind of were playing nice. Elegion also had something to do with Anchorite. He made her mask.
If Elegion can create something as powerful as the Riven Cataclysm or as subtle as the Anchorite's mask, what else might he devise? One never knows how a talent such as that might prove useful.
Yeah, we don't need a reminder. We're gonna go.
I'll meet you at a Nylark summit, but we should be careful. I expect that both Sister Saldina and Knockfrost may be there.
Oh wait, so we gotta talk to somebody else. Aerox. Oh no, I forgot Aerox. He's so low to the ground. I can't see him.
Tell me that we will find Knockfrost at an Nylark summit, Master. Oh, he has so much to answer for. If you smash him to the ground so I may reach him, I will gnaw his face off.
Oh, I love you so much. Do you have any idea what Knockfrost, how Knockfrost changed you?
No. Knockfrost is no mage. He must have found some relic or forgotten curse to transform me into this Daedrat body. And he must have caught me off guard. Otherwise, I would have destroyed him the moment he struck at me.
Well, hope you'll be more observant when we reach it. That seems kind of bad, but whatever.
You dare insinuate? The Master meant no offense. You're just a stupid mortal. Nokvros never dared display a hint of disloyalty, let alone challenge me for my place as Prince Dagon's champion. I would have crushed him into a paste. Can we go now?
Hop on my pack, Arex.
Yes, Master. To the base of Anilarch Summit, Master. Nokvros must pay for this insult he has forced upon me. I can practically smell Nokvros.
Good, we're
Hurry,
all here.
Master. We can catch
You and
him.
Drinkias will lead the assault, mortal.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike others of my ilk, I have no particular interest in open battle. I leave the assault on the summit to you and Drinkias. The Anchorite, the Blade-Bearer Rearguard, and I will catch up once you locate the Riven Cataclysm.
What do you think we'll face when we climb to the top?
In addition to the harsh conditions and the destructive wind, I expect you will face Daedra loyal to Valkanaz Nokvros. Perhaps mortals devoted to the Dagon cult. Surely neither Nokvros nor Sister Saldina would leave the Riven Cataclysm unguarded.
So do you think Sister Saldina knows that Valkanaz wants to build his own catalyst?
Given what we've seen of their interactions thus far, I'd say neither of them tells the other any more than necessary. Perhaps we can use that at some point. Widen the rift that already exists between them. Now hurry. We will see you at the summit.
See you at the summit. Dorozu.
Kinri Rinkias is one of our clan's finest blades, mortal. Do not step between his edge and our foes.
You gonna be climbing the summit with us?
I will follow the orders Kinri Rinkias issues, mortal. I fail to see why this is a concern for you.
Well, I want to know how many blade bearers we're gonna have with us.
Is there some benefit mortals derive from casual queries? Curious. I have heard that mortals ask questions even when they know the answer. Rinkias will be with you. That is enough.
Mm-hmm.
Nerenth wants me to hang back until we determine if there's any connection between my mask and the Cataclysm. Elegion did create both, so I understand her concern.
Yep.
Plus, I still don't know why he gave me this amulet. Many mysteries remain, it seems.
Rinkias.
As we ascend the summit, know that I can protect you from the worst of the lightning and the wind shears, provided you do not stray too far from my side. As for any other threats, you will need to deal with those of your own accord.
What are the threats you're expecting?
The dangers of the Deadlands are numerous, mortal. Have you not determined that by now? Valkanaz Nokvros will have his minions out in force. He may have been ordered to assist Sister Saldina, but he will look for every opportunity to displace her.
Displace her?
You try to interpret Daedric actions through mortal understanding. I have seen the mortals of Wretched Spire do the same thing. It leads to all sorts of trouble. Nokvros will seek to discredit and undermine Saldina even as he works to assist her.
Right. You know, being passive aggressive. We got it. Why am I permanently detected here? No, yeah, I could probably just go up here. Let's go.
Soar above this peak that sent nothing. Nokvros came this way. A passage. Nokvros went this way. In here! Hurry!
All right, let's go.
This way! I will not!
You're gonna dodge that stuff?
Daedrat?
Aw, poor Aerox.
I smell blood. Mortal blood. It seems I have a very strong nose in this puny form. I smell Nokvraz as well. He was here. I am certain of it.
Tell me more about mortal blood.
Freshly spilled, Master. A mortal died here not long ago. We should look around and see what tale this place can tell us about those who ascend to the summit. Travelers can be careless, especially when they are being killed.
What do you mean, Aerox?
Dead mortals pay little attention to where they leave their bodies or the things they carry. Very untidy. Selfish of them, really. Daedra avoid that by simply not dying. Usually.
When you have infinite respawns, I can understand Daedra are a little bit more careful but when they die. All right, let's look around.
Search the cave, Master. A mortal died nearby. I smell magic, too. Dark and strange.
Twisted Rod.
Take orders from a Daedrat.
Twisted Rod. Unusual rod. The metal is spiral design. Has Daedric markings. Nothing about it suggests what purpose it serves. All right.
Twisted rod. That's what I smelled. It must be important.
Okay. Maybe it's a back scratcher. Oh, there's a dead human. Is that really a key? It's more like a rune. Strange key with a runing mark.
You found something? It did not occur to me to bother with a dead mortal.
Devastator Urasan's orders. Devastator Urasan. We require additional subjects for the Riven Catalyst project. March a detachment of vigilance to King Marcher's June's Foundry and take custody of all Daedric subjects she currently detains. Then bring them to the Antarctic Summit for transportation to the device. I've included a letter for June that explains our requirements. If she balks, remind her that the Valkanez Nokvaraz has agreed to furnish prisoners for our work. Do not delay. Some of the unaligned clans have started looking for their missing kin. You do not want the blade bearers to catch you or their clan brothers in the chains. Sister Lydia. Ooh, yeah, they took some of your kin.
I've seen only a few dead mortals during our stays in Wretched Spire. But it's obvious that this cultist died recently. I do not need the nose of a Daedrat to smell freshly spilled blood. What did you find?
A key of some sort, covered in runes.
Let me see. This key is not familiar to me, but it might prove useful. A way into the waking flame lair, perhaps? Careless of them to let some weakling walk about with it. Or for Valkanaz Nokvraz to leave it behind, unless he had no need of it.
What do you think happened here?
We saw that Nokvraz directed his underlings Jind and Zainoaz to question Waking Flame cultists about the Cataclysm device. I believe this cultist met the same fate. But seizing a captive on Sister Seldina's doorstep... Nokvraz grows bold.
What do you want with the twist? What do you know about the twisted rod might be used for?
It's unimportant. Whatever power it once held has been expended. The Daedrat might sniff and paw at it, but if the rod had a purpose, Nokvraz would not have left it behind. Collect your pet. We should get to the summit.
All right, I'll talk to Aerox.
There is nothing defective about my hearing, Master, or my curiosity. Blade Bearer is wrong to dismiss me with such contempt. I am Aerox the Mutilator. Have I not proved myself useful, Master?
Yep, but you have. But we need to get to the summit now, though.
As you wish, Master. The day will come when I fall upon your enemies like a burning thunderbolt, and lay 100 blackened skulls at your feet.
Yay!
Bladebearer sneers at Aarox then,
Hop in the back, Arox.
as you command.
Whee!
Creature is stowed, then let us move. Remember, mortal, do not range too far from me, else I cannot protect you.
What was that? I'm going fast here. Hey, beer for you. Thanks for the raid.
The wind gate, effective for blocking narrow places. See if the key you found by the dead mortal is of any use here.
My true form tear through it with ease. Very good, Master. Not as good as tearing it down and stomping it to rubble, but still, well done.
Where is the Dagonist temple? What exactly did the Mad Seer tell you, mortal? Did he lie?
Nok'Vroz used that portal, Master. His scent lingers.
I don't think Elagian lied. The Riven Cataclysm must be beyond that portal.
Lyranth?
Tell me again, mortal. What exactly did Elagian say to you when you asked about the Riven Cataclysm?
He said we could find the River Catalyst by going to the summit.
If that portal leads to wherever the Cataclysm waits, then Elagian spoke true. We will not know until we use it, however. I sense that the portal connects to Nirn. Moreover, it contains a ward meant specifically for me. I dare not step through.
What kind of ward?
Sister Saldina and the Waking Flame have attempted to neutralize me before. They warded this portal with a spell that will unravel my current body. Remember, I cannot die. Not like you. But I can be inconvenienced by the process of reformation.
So there's no way to remove the ward?
Perhaps, but it would take time we do not have. You must serve as my eyes, little mortal. Find the Cataclysm, examine it, remember everything you see. Then do whatever you feel is necessary. Take the anchorite. I'll send Rinkias through shortly.
Right, I'll go through it then.
We suspect the Riven Cataclysm waits through that portal, but we cannot be sure. If you find it, deal with its guardians and do what you must until I can join you. If this is a trap, do your best to survive and then return to me in the Deadlands.
Gonna be safe here?
You do not need to concern yourself with my safety, little mortal. Besides, the blade bearers who remain have a reputation that is well earned. We will be able to handle most anything that comes after us.
What do you want me to do when I find the catalyst?
I would much prefer to examine an intact Cataclysm. If I cannot dispel the ward, I will simply travel to Nirn and find you. It will just take time. Deal with Sister Saldina and the Waking Flame as you must, but do not destroy the Cataclysm.
Cataclysm threatens Fargrave and Nirn. Shouldn't we destroy it though?
There are things I still need to learn, mortal. If you feel you must destroy it, then do as I ask and examine it first. Tell me everything you see. But if the danger is not immediate, leave it intact so I may study it directly.
All right, if I examine it, what am I looking for?
Anything that stands out. Better if you can find notes or bring me a piece of the device. Whatever will help me understand how it somehow transforms Daedra, who are supposed to be unchangeable, eternal. Now go.
All right.
Take the anchorite and go, mortal. I will follow after I give the blade bearers their instructions and confer with Lyranth. I will follow shortly after I confer with my scouts and Lyranth. Look for my blade bearers, mortal. You cannot spot the signs we leave, but they themselves will be visible to you. I will be highly agitated if my search for them comes to naught.
Okay. What about Arox? Where's Arox? Arox, are you with me?
Never been to Nern.
Let's go, Master. Nokvros must feel the wrath of my teeth and claws.
Let's go. We got Arox. Let's go.
So this is Nern? It's so different.
This is your first time here?
So this is Nern. I don't remember ever walking upon this strange world. But the sky, it seems familiar somehow. Let's look around and see if the Cataclysm and the Blade Bearers are here.
So we're someplace a little bit east of Cyrodiil? It would have been more interesting if we were in Bruma.
We are blade bearers, you Dagonist fools. Free us now.
Huh?
Did you hear that? The missing Blade Bearers are here.
In here? Hi.
Dare they pen up my
Bring
kin with
Caius?
feral
Our
clan here.
kin.
Free
They
them,
feed them
mortal.
through a device beneath the citadel.
Report, Hadri. What is this place?
They call it Fort Grief. Valkanar's Nokvros's minions captured us near Jin's foundry and turned us over to the Waking Flame. They brought us here.
Mortal, I will escort my kin back to the portal. Press on and free any other blade bearers you encounter.
Nokvros. He's here somewhere. I'd know that stink anywhere.
Over there, more cages.
Doo-doo-doo.
We won't let you take us. Not to your damn machine.
Hi.
We won't let you feed us to your device.
These mortals are allies, Dothas. Tell them what you know of this place.
Hi.
Bearers do not bother with mortals. Even those a wretched spire we barely tolerate. But if Caius commands it, we will treat you as an ally. This device they call the Cataclysm. It is an abomination.
Well, tell us what they did to you.
We tracked our first group of missing blade bearers to Kinmarcher Jin's foundry. When Nokvros gave our kin to the Waking Flame mortals, we followed them to an Ilark summit. That's where Nokvros's blood adepts captured us.
Then you were brought here?
Yes, bound like Ogrim waiting for the torturer's lash. The mortal leader, Sister Seldina. Nokvros stood beside her like a trained clan fear. They took our kin to the Citadel, to their Cataclysm device. They use our essence to fuel the infernal thing.
What do you mean they use your essence? Oh, the catalyst transformed Daedra.
I heard the cultists talking. Apparently, early versions of the Cataclysm used a single Daedra and transformed them into some sort of living disaster. But this version, the Riven Cataclysm, it drains the essence from many Daedra,
leaving nothing behind.
Drains it, but then what do they do with it? Is this bad?
Mortals, you know nothing. They use the collected essences to create a single powerful incarnate. The essences overwhelm the recipients, erasing them, remaking them. They become a mindless force of destruction. Meanwhile, the drained ones die.
Dremora can't die, though.
Normally we cannot, but with our essence drained, nothing remains to return to oblivion. Nothing to reform. You need to know. They have another stronghold, a place called Deadlands. And if you seek the Riven Cataclysm, it's in the fort's citadel.
All right.
Mortals make
How many Daedra does it take to create these new incarnates? Do the cultists try again and
Oh, sorry.
How many Daedra does it take to create these new incarnates? Do the cultists try again and again until they find one that can withstand the transformation? It's strange, but I think I actually feel pity for the Dremora.
Yeah, no shit. Doing a great job there. Great job. Great security, guys. Been for decades. Mm-hmm.
Strange sense here. Something metallic, sharp. It smells of power. Maybe the Cataclysm Master.
Mm-hmm.
Mortals, I escorted my kin to safety. Now let us find the Riven Cataclysm and punish our foes. It was a simple matter to follow your path, mortal. Let us find the Cataclysm and end this.
Okay.
You do not command here, Nokvraz. I take no orders from you.
Sister Seldina and Nokvraz, they're in the chamber below.
Below? They're right there. So my question is, they're...
Hubris amuses me, Seldina, but Lord Dagon has no further need of you.
You lie. You cannot create the incarnates without me.
Intruders!
I am come.
You were fools to think you could stop us.
Now is not...
trying to loot and trying to ask questions. Oh, these things are breathing? Ew. Now my question is, they drain the essence out of Daedra and put it into Daedra to make an incarnate. What happens if they drain the essence out of Daedra and put it into a human? Or mortal?
I am leaving, Seldina. I am done with you.
Then go. Lord Dagon will reward my devotion. You'll see.
Or you'll be dead.
Intruders? Good. You will fall before the power of my newest incarnate. Destroy them, my beautiful creation.
The Incarnate's drawing power from the Cataclysm. I'll try to stop the flow. There must be a switch or something.
There. Mortal, take shelter under my shield.
Courage. Who hides behind that mask?
The Cataclysm is healing that thing.
You cannot defeat disaster incarnate.
Mortal, my shield will protect you.
Boom. Boom.
I'll figure out something. Stop this damned contraption.
How are you taking control of the Cataclysm? That's not possible.
My shield will protect you.
And that's the last of your vessels.
My shield will protect you.
No more of this. I think I can release the core.
I'll kill you all for this affront.
Quick, my friend. Destroy the core.
How am I destroying this thing? The fucking hammer.
Rinkiles! I don't know how long Lyrinth's portal will remain open. Hurry!
Did all that fighting, destroyed it with a simple hammer. Just taking a sledgehammer to it.
It took a while, but I finally determined your location and opened that portal. Come, mortal. Tell me all that transpired.
Hey, Larenth.
Once the Blade Bearers appeared and told me about Fort Grief, it only took a short time to ascertain your exact location and open a portal. This seemed like a safe enough place to regroup. Now, tell me what transpired. Did you find the Riven Cataclysm?
Yep, we destroyed it. Had to stop her. Had to stop Sister Selena.
You had to. Before I could examine it? Did you at least take a close look at the device? Or bring back any of its component parts for me to study?
We was sort of busy fighting for our lives. Both Valkanas, Noraz, and Sister Selena got away.
So we have nothing? Nothing I can investigate. No one I can interrogate. I am disappointed, mortal. Now I must start all over again.
Not necessarily. Blade Bearer Dorthraz said they have another stronghold. Place they call it Deadlight.
Deadlight? That name is familiar. A lost realm somewhere in Oblivion. We need to return to Fargrave. Make inquiries. locate this hidden place. Meet me at Madam Wim's, little mortal. Perhaps my investigations will yield answers after all.
All right, I'm in Fargrave. You could bring me.
Scour the Deadlands for signs of the waking flame. Wherever Sister Seldina hides, we will find her. I do not know what Larenth hoped to learn from the Cataclysm, but I can feel the heat of her anger from over here. This Deadlight is also a mystery. But my blade bearers will tear the Deadlands apart until they find Sister Seldina. You have my word.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's head back to Fargrave. All right, in we go.
Master, show Larenth the twisted rod. It's important, I'm sure of it.
Could have showed it to her earlier, you know. Oh, is she down there? No, wait, she's up here. Yeah. She's not there.
I still have no clue as to how I knew what to do back at Fort Grief. You don't know how disconcerting that is. How scary. You better talk to Larenth now, my friend.
If I can find her. There she is.
I assumed we'd find answers here in Fargrave. Some way to salvage the opportunity denied me at Fort Grief. But no. Even Madam Wim seems at a loss as to the location of Deadlight.
Well, maybe this will help. We found this twisted rod in the cave at the summit.
Let me see. It contains a dormant enchantment of some sort. It feels unpleasant. And the magic, it smells like your Daedrat. I will keep the rod and study it as time permits. Unfortunately, I do not think it is related to Sister Seldina.
So how do we find this hidden realm called Deadlight?
I'm not sure yet, but the answer will become clear soon enough. I should not have gotten angry, little mortal. You have helped me a great deal, and you certainly helped Fargrave and Nirn by destroying the Riven Cataclysm. Take this as a recompense. The secrets I seek rest with Sister Seldina. Come, mortal. We have much to discuss.
And that was another skill point.